Whew. Whew. Oh my goodness, it's finally here. Some information regarding Blazblue Chronophantasma 2.0 finally here. Arc System finally released it out of the closet, and I'm here to cover them all. Now in this video I'm going to be going over the characters that they have released because Arc System hasn't released all of them yet. Arc System, you're such a tease. The characters that they have released include Ragnar, Jin, Noelle, love you Noelle, Rachel, Tao, we got Tager, Lychee, Arachne, Bang, Carl, Hakumen, Tsubaki, and Hazama. Oh, and Terumi. But we'll save that for another video. In this video, we're going to be going over these 6 characters. Especially you, little mama. How you doing? I think she likes me. Anyways, let's get down to business. So, the character change list was originally in Japanese, released in Famitsu, but SRK released an English version, and also the YouTube videos that I'm using right now came from a Japanese channel. I'm not completely familiar with it, but the videos are in Japanese, but it's alright. SRK tried their best to translate it, so I'm going to be going off that SRK translation. So I'm not completely sure how to play all these characters, so if you guys know how to play these characters better, then go ahead and leave some comments, leave some feedback. But in this video, for the most part, I'm going to be going off what I know of the characters. So let's get started. Now the first one we're going to be looking at is Ragnar. Now Ragnar was changed quite significantly in my opinion. Let's see what he has. Now in Japanese this says 6A now has a revolver action to D attacks, to drive attacks. Now what does this mean? What is a revolver action? A revolver action is a combo system that allows you to chain a series of normals attacks together. For example, A, B, C. Now you can put 6A in any of your combos and it can combo really easily to any of your drive attacks. Now this opens up a huge bracket of new combos that Ragnar players can do now. Very cool stuff. Now this next change is on Ragnar's overhead ground special, which is the Gauntlet of Hades. Now the effects on hit have been changed quite drastically actually. Instead of floating upwards, he stays a little bit lower to the ground, causing him to combo a lot easier than before. Ragnar's Belial Edge aerial move can now be used mid-screen and in the corners because the knockback of this move has been decreased, causing the enemy to be closer to Ragnar when he does this move. With all the changes that he got, Ragnar players are going to have a much better time comboing mid-screen. I think he's going to be a fun character. Now the next character we're going to be tackling is Jin Kisaragi, and let me tell you, I think he got buffed. Let's see this. Now his first change is that his standing drive and his crouching drive are now cancelable, special cancelable. Now in the SRK it says jump cancelable, but I think it's just special cancelable because as you see here, you can cancel his standing drive and his crouching drive into his Shokin, which is his Ice Blade projectile. So Jin players can now combo a lot better mid-screen now because the jump cancelable aspect is going to open up a lot of combo possibilities with this character. Now Jin's second change is the speed on his projectile. They changed the speed to be faster on his ground Hishokin, which is his Ice Blade projectile. I didn't really see the need to increase the speed, but I guess it can be useful. Jin's projectile on counter hit will knock back the opponent, which I think is pretty useful. You can confirm it off many different things, I would suppose. Now this change right here will blow your mind. Now his down C, which is that move right there, now if you freeze them before you use that move, they will stay frozen. And you can confirm it without counter hit. You can get big damage mid-screen. Mind blown. Alright, let's go to Noelle. Now Noelle's changes, I like them a lot. I'm so happy that they didn't nerf her. I'm pretty happy about that. Now her standing drive is a fatal counter. So if they try to press a button there and I hit him on counter hit, I can fatal counter them, which will lead to an awesome combo just like that one. I am super stoked about that. Her second change is that her optic barrel is now dash cancelable. On whiff or on hit, you can dash cancel it, so you don't have to stay recovered. Now this can lead to pretty awesome combos, I think. So well, I don't know yet. I haven't tried out the character, so we'll see when she comes out. Now chamber shot is now much easier to use. Now I'm not completely sure what this means, but according to this footage, you can now combo after you use the chamber shot. Just like that, you can combo off of it much easier. So I'm pretty sure that her recovery there's not that much recovery as there was before. So now it can be safe and you can combo off of it. Now there's been a rumor of her bloom trigger not sticking to the wall anymore. This had me worried. I'm not completely sure if that's true yet, but this guy uses his chamber shot instead of his bloom trigger. So I'm not sure if that is a confirm or if that is just him showing off the actual move. Rachel Alucard, the Vampire Lolly. Now her first change is actually very interesting. When she uses up all her meter, you see that her meter starts to gain a lot faster when she doesn't have any. Now when it reaches the halfway marker, it starts to build a whole lot more slower. So when she has meter, she builds a lot faster. When she does have meter, she builds it a lot slower. Now her second change is actually very cool. After her tiny lobelia, her hitbox on the way down is an actual thing. Before in the 1.1 or any other one, her hitbox on the way down wasn't a thing. So now you can open up to a lot more combos with this tiny lobelia buff. Here's a combo showing off that tiny lobelia buff. Really cool stuff. Now you can do more high damaging combos and more combo possibilities, I'm sure. Her third buff is actually quite interesting. After the tiny lobelia, they create poles, and with these poles you have the option to create them into lotus bats or lightning strikes. Now the lotus bats can cause lightning strikes, and that opens up a lot more combo possibilities and more zoning techniques. She's going to be already good to go for this 2.0 patch. Her fourth change is quite interesting actually. On her overdrive, moves that weren't jump cancelable are now jump cancelable, so it opens up a lot more mix-up potential. The next character is Tao, the cat lady. They added a brand new move to Tao's arsenal, which is 6D, which allows her to bounce onto them and follow up with either staying in front of them or go behind them. You know, the regular Tao shenanigans. Her second change is that her Sticky Kitty now has a follow-up. Now, I'm not completely sure what the follow-up is. I'm not completely familiar with Tao, but I'm not sure what the follow-up is. So, forgive me for not knowing. Alright, her third change is that her Cat Spirit 2, which is that aerial move right there, is much easier to combo. Usually, I would suppose that it would drop a lot, or it wouldn't hit, all the hits wouldn't hit. And so now they just have a much easier time comboing this move. All around, I think Tao is going to be better offensively. I think that she's going to, with that new move added, a lot more mix-up potential is going to happen. And that Cat Spirit 2 is going to lead to some damaging enders. Next up is the Red Devil, the Iron Tiger, and his changes are pretty interesting actually. Let's get to it. His 6B I think is sped up now. I'm not completely familiar with Tiger, but his 6B is sped up, and you can now block it low instead of an overhead. With 6B now being sped up, you can now use it in many different combos. I'm not sure what to think of this because it used to be a slow overhead, but now you can block it low but it's sped up. So you can use it in many different combos, but your mix-up potential of overhead and low has been taken away. And I'm not sure what other overheads Tiger has. His second change is actually quite interesting. His B Gigantic Tiger drive has knockback. Now the knockback used to be a hard knockdown. Now there's a knockback, so you can now combo after your B Gigantic Tiger into a Spark Bolt, into anything else, so to lead to a setup or big damage. Here's a few combos showing off what Tiger can do after his Gigantic Tiger command grab. Whether it be in the mid screen, you can get some huge damage, or you can get a really cool setup in the corner, or big damage in the corner and a really cool setup in the mid screen. No longer do you have to do Gadget Finger every time. His third change is actually very interesting. During his overdrive, guard points have been added to his D moves, his drive moves, which I can confidently say that is armor moves. Pretty much, whichever direction the opponent's attacking, for example, he attacks low, if you do your low drive attack, it'll add some armor, adding a counter hit, which is really cool. Of course, not everyone uses the overdrive function with Tager, so I think it's kind of, it's alright. It's not really necessary, but it's really cool how you can have some armor and get this combo going. You can, for example, someone tries to anti-air you, armor right through it, and get a command grab. I hope you guys are as excited about this as I am, especially about this chick. Smooch. We even got a date for this. I didn't read it that much, but all I know that it says, with Blazblue Chronophantasma version 2.0 just a few days away from hitting arcades in town, players will soon be able to get their hands on Celica A Mercury and Lambda 11. Woo, yes! Today Famitsu revealed the primary character changes for about half the cast. Yes, we know about that. The lists do not represent the full scope of changes, so some might not be revealed until the update's released on October 9th. What? The 9th? That's right, folks. It comes out tomorrow in Japan in the arcades. So we're going to be getting a whole lot more information from tomorrow on. Now tomorrow, I'm going to be releasing the next character changes of my reactions, or well, not my reactions, but my impressions and my thoughts of these characters. Kind of like what I gave today. So this is going to be awesome. I can't wait to play it. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, that would be much appreciated because I talk to people. You can ask me questions. You can see what's going on. We can inform each other. It's going to be freaking awesome. Oh, there you are, Lambda. Girl, you sexy. So I can't wait for this game to come out, this patch to come out already. Can't wait for it. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys liked the video, go ahead and give me some feedback on the video. We'll see you guys later for the next character changes. Peace out.